This was my vacation, and she ruined everything.
This is cancer, right?
Where my Harry Potter heads at, huh?
We need to talk.
Sure.
I'm on to you.
What?
Yeah, you're a faker.
The jig is up, my girl.
But you're not dying the way Chloe back there's dying.
So,
So you're a tourist. Okay, I've seen you. Melanoma, tuberculosis. I saw you.
This is a case of pot calling the kettle Sirius Black.
I'd like to thank the Academy.
Is this not a good time for you?
Tell him you blew it all up.
Thank the Academy. Hopefully you can be shorter than Adrian Brody. He was like, cut this music, bro. I got something important to say. Hello, fellow movie lovers. Today I'm watching Fight Club, baby. The time is nigh. I've been remiss in my cinematic duty by not having seen this before, but you watch things when you're supposed to watch them, I suppose. If this is the first time I've had the pleasure, nice to make your acquaintance. If you're a returning viewer, nice to cross paths with you again. If you want to support the channel further, like this video, comment down below. It assists with the algorithm, that enigmatic beast. And subscribe if I don't already have the pleasure of your subscription. In any event, let's start the show. I'll see you on the other side.
People are always asking me if I know Tyler Durden.
Would you like to say a few words to mark the occasion?
With a gun barrel between your teeth, you speak only in vowels. I can't think of anything.
Oh man, this movie's coming in hot. I respect it.
I realized that all of this, the gun, the bombs, the revolution, has got something to do with a girl named Marla Singer. Bob. Bob had This was a support group for men with testicular cancer.
Gynecomastia for the win.
We're still men.
Yes, we're men. Men is what we are.
Oh, that's a typo. There should be an extra O in the word Bob.
Between those huge, sweating, hung enormous. The way you'd think of gods is big.
Okay.
This movie's buck wild.
No, wait. Back up. Let me start earlier. For 6 months, I couldn't sleep.
There's a dearth of testosterone in these gentlemen. Diabolical.
I couldn't sleep. I couldn't sleep. With insomnia, nothing's real. Everything's far away. Everything's a copy of a copy.
Insomnia, I would wish that on my worst enemy. I don't know why people say they wouldn't. It's your adversary.
You want me to deprioritize my current reports?
Yeah, to make these your primary action items. Call me from the road if there's any snags.
Must have had his grande latte enema.
If you could just go ahead and make sure you do that from now on, that would be great.
Office Space, anybody?
If I saw something clever, like a little coffee table in the shape of a yin-yang, I had to have it. Even the Rizlampa wire lamps of environmentally friendly unbleached paper.
The sweet, sweet smell of capitalism, baby. Consumerism for the win.
You can't die from insomnia.
Can you please just give me something?
No. You need healthy, natural sleep.
I'm in pain.
You want to see pain? Swing by First Methodist Tuesday nights. See the guys with testicular cancer. That's pain.
Hey, you don't need no Xanax for you, brother. A little bit of empathy will do you good. A little dab will do you. For some perspective. That nasty word.
Strangers with this kind of honesty make me go a big rubbery one.
Go ahead. Cornelius, you can cry.
Rest easy. Tell me how you really feel. Keep me abreast.
I let go. I found freedom. Losing all hope was freedom.
That's Providence, baby. Providence. The doctor was right.
I became addicted. If I didn't say anything, people always assume the worst.
That's a bit unscrupulous. He's appropriating other people's trauma.
This was my vacation, and she ruined everything.
this is cancer, right?
Where my Harry Potter heads at, huh?
This chick, Marla Singer,
Bellatrix Lestrange.
she was a liar, the big tourist. Her lie reflected my lie, so once again, I couldn't sleep.
Marla held up a mirror for your shenanigans.
I hadn't slept in 4 days. When you have insomnia, you're never really asleep, and you're never really awake.
Oh man, it's about to get real phantasmagoric real quick. Dreamscape will ensue.
Chloe looked the way Meryl Streep's skeleton would look if you made it smile and walk around a party being extra nice to everybody.
Oh, that's a disheartening image you just painted there, brother.
I no longer have any fear of death. I am in a pretty lonely place. No one will have sex with me. I'm so close to the end, and all I want is to get laid for the last time. I have pornographic movies in my apartment and lubricants, amyl nitrate.
Thank you, Chloe.
I'm pretty much down for anything. DTF, baby. No holds barred. No hose barred.
We need to talk.
Sure.
I'm on to you.
What?
Yeah, you're a faker.
The jig is up, my girl.
But you're not dying the way Chloe back there's dying.
So?
So you're a tourist. Okay, I've seen you. Melanoma, tuberculosis. I saw you.
This is a case of pot calling the kettle Sirius Black.
Everywhere I traveled, single serving sugar, single serving cream, single pat of butter, shampoo conditioner combos.
That Solo Dolo starter pack.
A, multiply it by the probable rate of failure. A times B times C
Equals X. If X is less than the cost of a recall, we don't do one.
Carry the one and you got it. A cataclysm.
Are there a lot of these kinds of accidents?
You wouldn't believe.
Which car company do you work for?
A major one.
That's classified, madam. If I told you.
Emergency exit row. And feel you would be unable or unwilling to perform the duties listed on the safety card, please ask a flight attendant to reseat you.
It's a lot of responsibility.
Want to switch seats?
It takes some courage, though, to say, yeah, if it hits the fan, I'll be the man. Or woman. Or woman. Or...
And this is how I met
Tyler Durden.
Did you know if you mixed equal parts of gasoline and frozen orange juice concentrate, you can make napalm?
No, I did not know that. Is that true?
That's right. You can make all kinds of explosives using simple household items.
We got any fact checkers watching? Is this valid? I'm not going to test it. I'm not going to test that hypothesis.
Tyler, you are by far the most interesting single-serving friend I've ever met. See, I have this thing, everything on a plane is single-serving, even the...
Well, I get it. Very clever.
No, thank you.
He's like, you had me at single serving, buddy.
Airlines have this policy about vibrating luggage.
Was it ticking?
Actually, throwers don't worry about ticking because modern bombs don't tick. But when a suitcase vibrates, then the door's got to call the police. 9 times out of 10, it's an electric razor, but every once in a while, it's a dildo.
Why did he look around clandestinely?
Never your dildo.
I don't own...
What you do in the comfort of your own anus, in your home, is between you and your God.
Furniture and personal effects blows out of your floor-to-ceiling windows and sails flaming into the night.
Okay, that's a nice subtle callback to the yin-yang table. I see you, storytelling.
The police would later tell me that the pilot light might have gone out.
I am enjoying this intricate cinematography thus far. Inspired work.
Hello?
Who's this?
Tyler?
Who is this?
We met on the airplane. We had the same suitcase.
But what's your name, though?
And it could be worse. A woman could cut off your penis while you're sleeping and toss it out the window of a moving car.
There's always that. I don't know, it's just when you buy...
That old trope.
Murder, crime, poverty, these things don't concern me. What concerns me, celebrity magazines, television with 500 channels, some guy's name on my underwear, Rogaine, Viagra.
This scene is played repetitively at TMZ headquarters.
What?
You called me because you needed a place to stay.
Would that be a problem?
Is there a problem for you to ask?
Can I stay at your place?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, cut the foreplay. Let's round third base and head home, as it were.
I want you to hit me as hard as you can.
What?
I want you to hit me as hard as you can.
Let me tell you a little bit about Tyler Durden.
Talk to me.
Tyler was a night person. While the rest of us were sleeping, he worked.
He had one part-time job as a projectionist, so someone has to be there to switch the projectors at the exact moment that one reel ends and the next one begins.
School of Rock. So it's not softcore. School of Cock. No. I won't ruin that childhood movie for you.
Movie keeps right on going, and nobody in the audience has any idea. Catch a flash of Tyler's contribution to the film.
No.
Nobody knows that they saw it, but they did.
Nice big cock.
Subliminal messaging. What is this an allusion to? The Lion King and those Disney movies when they put like penises in the sky?
Even a hummingbird couldn't catch Tyler at work.
That's insane in several membranes.
He was the guerrilla terrorist in the food service industry.
Do not watch. I cannot go when you watch.
Seasoning the lobster bisque, he farted on meringue. As for the cream of mushroom soup, well...
Go ahead. Tell him.
You get the idea.
Idea is gotten. That lobster bisque au jus is going to be a little bit spicier than usual. A certain je ne sais quoi.
Never been in a fight. You?
No.
How much can you know about yourself? You've never been in a fight. I don't want to die without any scars. So come on, hit me before I lose my nerve.
This is crazy.
So go crazy. Let her rip.
I don't know about this.
Put your dukes up. Blue Devils.
Hey, this is crazy. You want me to hit you?
That's right.
What, like in the face?
Surprise me.
This is so stupid.
He said, I don't want to die without any scars.
Oh, mother. Oh, that was perfect. Oh! Ah!
This is where Tarantino got his inspiration for that scene in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood when Brad Pitt fought Bruce Lee.
I don't know how Tyler found that house. It looked like it was waiting to be torn down. Most of the windows were boarded up. Stairs were ready to collapse.
Rather dilapidated. I concur.
Hey, man, what are you reading?
It's an article written by an organ in the first person. I am Jack's medulla oblongata. Without me, Jack could not regulate his heart rate, blood pressure, or breathing.
After fighting, everything else in your life got the volume turned down. You could deal with anything.
You finish those reports?
You could fight anyone. Who would you fight?
Oh, this is pristine sound design. Yeah. Everything pales in comparison to getting a nice right hook upside your jaw.
I don't know my dad. He left when I was like 6 years old. Goes to a new city and starts a new family.
You're setting up franchises.
Papa was a Rolling Stone. I'm more of a Beatle guy myself.
The first rule of Fight Club is you do not talk about Fight Club. The second rule of Fight Club is you do not talk about Fight Club.
Flat, hard packing sounds over the yelling. You weren't alive anywhere like you were there. But Fight Club only exists in the hours between when Fight Club starts and when Fight Club ends. Who you were in Fight Club is not who you were in the rest of the world. I came to Fight Club for the first time was a wad of cookie dough. In a few weeks, he was carved out of wood.
They've bifurcated themselves. They split themselves like the premise of the TV show Severance.
I felt sorry for guys packed into gyms, trying to look like how Calvin Klein or Tommy Hilfiger said they should. That what a man looks like?
Self-improvement is masturbation. Now self-destruction. Excuse me.
It's copulation. What was that, a Skims for Men ad? Kim Kardashian is the bane of our collective existence. You can quote me on that.
Fight Club became the reason to cut your hair short or trim your fingernails.
Okay. Any historical figure?
I'd fight Gandhi.
Good answer.
Be the ass whooping you want to see in the world.
Hello?
Where have you been the last 8 weeks?
Marla?
I haven't seen you at any support groups. You haven't been going to yours.
How do you know?
I cheated.
Keeping tabs on me, Marla? How dare you, you wretch.
I got a stomach full of Xanax. I took what was left of a bottle. Might have been too much.
No.
So you're staying in tonight then?
Do you want to wait and hear me describe that? Do you want to listen and see if my spirit can use a phone? Have you ever heard a death rattle before?
Ah. I've heard of the concept. What's its relation to rigor mortis?
You won't believe this dream I had last night.
I can hardly believe anything about last night.
coitus ensued. And not just in your brain. Hopefully you got some brain.
This is my house. What are you doing in my house?
Oh, you got some up friends, I'm telling you. So I come in last night. Bones off the hook. Guess who's on the other end?
I already knew the story before he told it to me.
Or will it just be a death?
Now, how could Tyler, of all people, think it was a bad thing that Marla Singer was about to die?
5, 4, 3.
Would you teleport over there?
You got here fast. Oh, don't worry. It's not a threat to you.
Dildo Baggins.
Somebody call the cops.
Nothing to see here. Just cutting the rug, officer. Might have heard of it.
Get yourself together.
I got right in everyone's hostile little face. Yes, these are bruises from fighting. Yes, I'm comfortable with that. I am enlightened.
Yeah. What's it to you? I got war wounds, baby.
We have some new information about the incident at your former condo. The dynamite left a residue of ammonium oxalate. You know what this means?
No, what does it mean?
It means it was homemade.
Think we have a prime suspect.
I loved every stick of furniture in that place. That was not stuff that got destroyed. It was me.
Home is where the heart is, officer.
I'd like to thank the Academy.
Is this not a good time for you?
Tell him you blew it all up.
Thank the Academy. Hopefully you can be shorter than Adrian Brody. He was like, cut this music, bro. I got something important to say.
I'll say this about Marla. At least she's trying to hit bottom.
What? And I'm not.
Sticking feathers up your butt does not make you a chicken.
What are we doing?
It makes you a freak, though. That's for
This is a chemical burn. You'll hurt more than you've ever been burned, and you will have a scar.
What are you doing?
You have to consider the possibility that God does not like you, never wanted you. In all probability, he hates you.
It's not the most savory of thoughts, like Bo Burnham said. People believe in God, but does God believe in you?
First rule of Fight Club is you don't talk about Fight Club.
I'm half asleep again. I must have left the original in the copy machine.
Second rule of Fight Club, is this yours?
Huh?
I beg your pardon?
Make a managerial decision. You find this, what would you do?
I'd be very, very careful who you talk to about that, because the person who wrote that is dangerous. And this button-down Oxford cloth psycho might snap with an Armalite AR-10 carbine gas-powered semi-automatic weapon, pumping round after round into colleagues and
Another one bites the dust. He's saying, tread carefully, mofo.
And I used to be such a nice guy.
compliance and liability. Will you excuse me? I need to take this.
He's flabbergasted. His boss is like, with whom am I dealing right now?
Yeah.
Supposedly, he was born in a mental institution, and he sleeps only 1 hour a night. He's a great man. Do you know about Tyler Durden?
I think I'm picking up what you're dropping. Movie here. Or implying.
We're the middle children of history, man. No purpose or place. We have no great war. No Great Depression. Our great war is a spiritual war. Our Great Depression is our lives.
He's hyping them up like they're about to ride into battle. And they're eating out the palm of his hand. This movie is a trip, man. I gotta tie my shoes because this movie is a cinematic trip.
This week, each one of you has a homework assignment. You're gonna go out, you're gonna start a fight with a total stranger. You're gonna start a fight, and you're gonna lose.
Malcolm Gladwell's follow-up book, Talking to Strangers. Picking fights with strangers. He's like, come on, I want these problems. That's antagonize. Operation Antagonize is in full effect.
We need to talk.
Oh, buddy, here we go. And the plot thickens.
This company installs front seat mounting brackets that never pass collision tests, brake linings that fail after 1,000 miles, and fuel injectors that explode and burn people alive.
Uh-oh.
What then?
He's about to be compromised, friends.
Yeah, you're fired. I have a better solution. You keep me on the payroll as an outside consultant. In exchange for my salary, my job will be never to tell people these things that I know. I don't even have to come into the office. I can do this job from home.
A little dose of blackmail, little hit of extortion.
Security? I am Jack's smirking revenge.
Oh! Oh, how the tables have turned.
What the hell are you doing?
Edward Norton is such a fine actor. The way he's pulling this off.
Why would you do that? Oh my God. No, please stop.
Please, for the love of God, have some decency, boss. Oh, snap.
What are you doing? Oh God, no, please, no!
For some reason, I thought of my first fight with Tyler.
No!
Man, talk about committing. He's about to be committed to a psychiatric hospital. Faster than you can say Fight Club.
And right then, at our most excellent moment together.
Thank God.
Telephone, computer, fax machine, 52 weekly paychecks. Bonds. We now had corporate sponsorship. This is how Tyler and I were able to have Fight Club every night of the week. Now?
That is ingenious. That plan worked like gangbusters.
Tyler dreamed up new homework assignments.
I don't know. I don't know if that bears any fruit, that logic there. Going around causing chaos.
Talk to me.
Let go of me. No, leave me alone.
This conversation is over.
He's putting his foot down. Their foot down?
We believe this is one of many recent acts of vandalism, somehow related to underground boxing clubs.
We've been compromised. Over.
You're gonna publicly state that there is no underground group. Or these guys are gonna take your balls. They're gonna send one to the New York Times, one to the LA Times press release style.
The balls are in your court. Oh. Oh. I thought that was a little bit of flesh from his Johnson. Lyndon B. Magic.
I wanted to open the dump valves on oil tankers and smother all those French beaches I'd never see.
Trying to... Oh, golly. These sounds, man, are unpleasant.
Get him to a hospital.
His face looked like Demi Moore in The Substance towards the end. How did The Substance not get any Oscar love? I need someone to leave a comment and tell me if you thought Honora was better than The Substance. Because for my money, The Substance should have swept. I love Sean Baker, but I think that was like a consolation trying to make up for overlooking his past work. Like Tangerine and Red Rocket. Those were amazing films that got no love. But you can't... I digress. Was gonna go on a tangent. Did go on a tangent.
I am sick of all your shit. Why do you think I blew up your condo?
What? Hitting bottom isn't... He admitted it. It's brazen. He put all the cards on the table.
Tyler was gone. Was I asleep? Had I slept?
No way.
Can I come in?
Tyler isn't here. Tyler went away. Tyler's gone.
I'm starting to get the sneaking suspicion that Tyler is in fact on the scene. I think we're witnessing his descent into madness. Slowly but surely, as they say. Okay. Insomnia has represented his undoing.
Who do you think I am?
Are you sure this isn't a test?
No, this is not a test.
Mr. Durden.
For sure. For sure.
You're the one who gave me this.
He's hallucinating this entire Durden character, his alter ego. Doctor should have just gave him Xanax or some sleeping pills because those anonymous groups were not helping. He had to fashion this entire character.
Oh, is that a pretty accurate description of our relationship, Tyler?
We have just lost cabin pressure.
What did you just call me? Say my name.
Tyler Durden. Tyler Durden, you phrase. What's going on? I'm coming over.
No, wait, Marla, I'm not there.
The plot has twisted. Oh, snap.
Simple thing.
Why do people think that I'm you? Answer me!
Lay it on me.
Why would anyone possibly confuse you with me?
Because we're the same person.
That's right.
That's egregious.
All dance and cracked.
He's dissociated. He's disconnected from reality in a major way.
All the ways you wish you could be, that's me. Naturally, you're still wrestling with it, so...
Yo, this is insane.
This is
spectacularly zany.
You are insane.
No, you're insane. We simply do not have time for this crap.
The movie kind of tipped his hand about halfway through, though.
You have very serious emotional problems. Deep-seated problems for which you should seek professional help.
I know, and
I can't do this anymore. I'm gone.
You can't leave, Marla.
Is this an exploration of one's id, ego, and superego? Is this a Freudian interpretation? This Fight Club? Each layer of consciousness fighting with each other? Don't talk about it, though.
I ran until my muscles burned and my veins pumped battery acid.
I run so far away. Pulp Fiction?
You, flock of seagulls. You know why we're here?
Running around your underpants? Man, you look like a crazy person.
Oh, I'm on to you. I know what's going on here.
Well, come on then. I got us a great place to watch from.
Front row seats. I got popcorn and everything.
I asked you not to do that.
It's okay. Don't beat yourself up.
Tyler, get away from the van.
Okay. You are now firing a gun at your imaginary friend. 400 gallons of nitroglycerin! Come on, Tyler.
Brad Pitt is acting his off right now.
Tyler!
Didn't your mother ever tell you not to bring a gun to an imaginary friend fight?
3 minutes. This is it. The beginning. Ground zero.
I think this is about where we came in.
You like to say a few words to mark the occasion?
And what a path we've traveled.
Begging you, please don't do this.
I'm not doing this. We are doing this.
I don't want this.
Right, except you is meaningless now. I have to forget about you.
Your voice in my head.
Your voice in mine.
There's no you in Fight Club. Wait.
I could have zoomed in your hand. I couldn't in my hand.
Oh.
Hey, good for you. Doesn't change a thing.
Neo in The Matrix. When he starts believing that there is a spoon.
Why you want to put a gun to your head?
Not my head, Tyler. Our head.
Interesting.
Intriguing.
Where you going with this, IKEA boy? Hey, it's you and me. Friends.
Truce.
I want you to really listen to me. My eyes are open.
Oh. Creed with eyes wide open. I didn't think he was gonna pull it. I mean, that's one way to battle your inner demons. He pulls through. He pulls through somehow.
Where is everybody? I don't know. What's going on? You all right, sir?
Oh, yeah, I'm okay.
I've seen better days.
It's no problem.
Oh, no, sir. He's not kidding. You look really awful. You need medical assistance.
I'm fine. Oh. Look, I'm fine. Everything's fine.
What's that I can't hear? You got a little death rattle in your throat.
What kind of sick game are you playing at? Putting me on. Oh my God, your face.
Yeah, I know.
Time to face the music, Tyler Durden.
Who did this?
I did, actually. Find some gauze.
My worst enemy did.
You shot yourself?
Yes, but it's okay. Marla, look at me. I'm really okay. Trust me. Everything's gonna be fine.
As if right on cue.
You met me at a very strange time in my life.
You met me in a transitional period. A liminal space, if you will. Subliminal space. We had to get one more. Oh, we had to get one more dick pic. That movie is bananas. B-A-N-A-N-A-S. Don't fact check my spelling. But, you know, I came into this film not knowing anything outside of the number one rule of Fight Club. And what followed was something to behold. David Fincher. Wait, let me hit play again. I have to see if he wrote this. He probably did though, right? He probably did. I'm finding myself befuddled because the evolution of this plot was one hell of a ride every step of the way. The dips and turns, the ups and downs, the ins and the outs, in other directions. Edward Norton and Brad Pitt are unimpeachable in this movie. Unimpeachable. I found their dynamic, you know, they gel together really well, really well. You know, it's a commentary on, it's an economic and social commentary, capitalism, consumerism. Sure, you got your metaphors, you got your themes, symbolism, and there may be something about, you know, the concept of the id ego and the super ego here, but, you know, I was just so enraptured into this story world that I would have to take a beat to really try to imbibe what this movie's telling us, what it's the narration, as it were. Man, there was some philosophical gems in there about owning materials or letting them own you, especially in this digital era we find ourselves existing in. And Bellatrix Lestrange, I love her. If you're a Harry Potter head like I am, I know her presence in this film pleases me. I wish I knew her name. How much of a Harry Potter fan can I be if I don't know her name? So he's working in this 9-to-5, this typical soul-sucking 9-to-5, not finding any enjoyment, has insomnia. Doctor said, just get some rest. And the angle this screenwriter took, or writers took, to have him, in lieu of sleep, go to different anonymous groups like Testicular Cancer Anonymous, etc., is, you know, mind-boggling at the ingenuity of it. Because that formula set the foundation for this wackiness, this zaniness. Only to find out that, you know, this movie kind of tipped his hand halfway through, but it's still, you know, in the back of my mind, I was like, oh, he's hallucinating all of this. You know, Brad Pitt is he is Brad Pitt, Tyler Durden, as it were. And, but yeah, it still left me engaged, even if you are aware of the quote unquote twist at the end. Because it's an exploration of one's psyche in this particular predicament that is universal. You know, a lot of humanity, a wide swath of humanity, are doing jobs they do not desire and are not necessarily following through on their ambition because of financial reasons. And this accumulation of material possessions, this consumerism, this prioritization of finances over one's internal wishes, you know, like Du Bois. That's why he was like, when he held that gun up to Raymond, the clerk, he was like, what did you want to be? What did he say? A vet? But it was too much work. You know, how many of us stop things before we really start because it entails a lot of work. I mean, this movie is saying a lot. You know, it's outside of the action, outside of the thriller, the suspense, would this qualify as sci-fi? The split personality? I don't know. I'm still trying to understand the genre game, man. What movies fall under which category, but that's neither here nor there. I'm glad you're here watching this with me. What year was this? I don't know, because that really was spellbinding. I could not foresee, outside of possibly leaving room of interpretation, that it was all a dream. I used to read Word Up magazines, Salt and Pepper and Heavy D. Okay, 1999 was Fight Club. I'm sorry, I'm looking this up in real time. David Fincher, story by, no, Fincher did not write it. It was Chuck Palahniuk, excuse my language. Oh snap, edit that out. For YouTube doesn't flag me, because YouTube gives me a lot of guff. They have a lot of bees in my bonnet trying to deal with the ad suitability and censorship and the copyright. But yeah, ever since I saw David Fincher's The Social Network, I've been enamored with his particular aesthetic, because, you know, I'm a millennial, so I literally grew up with Facebook, and not knowing anything about the background, I was like, you know, my world was rock. I was thunderstruck by the biography of one Mark Zuckerberg, who he what's the present tense, glowed up. He glowed up. I was going to say he glue up. Who is he? What is this, a horse factory? He wearing his chain. He got baggy tees now. He heard what the virtual town square was saying about him, the perception. But I digress. Yeah, I love The Social Network. I might watch it again today because I haven't seen it in a few months. And the approach you took. But yeah, that was 1999's Fight Club. And I think they executed its premise sufficiently. You know, I found a little draggy in spots, you know. Especially this movie, in my opinion, had a little second act problems. Because I was like, what are you doing right now? Where's this, you know, rudder taking the audience? But no answer. I have more questions than answers in that regard. But this was a worthwhile endeavor, man. I had to. Like, I forgot. I was watching some TV show or a reference to a movie. I think it's called Bottoms, that it was a modern feminist version of Fight Club. And that, coupled with me seeing another movie reference in pop culture recently, I was like, all right, I'm going to actually watch it for sure. And I'm glad I did today. I scratched that itch. And I am indubitably thankful, grateful for all of my YouTube subscribers. We're over 9,000, baby. You know, it's modest. It's a modest number, but it's, you know, it's not nothing. It is 9,000 people. Just imagine that number, that 4-digit number. It astounds me. And I am moved by that goings on. Thank you. We're inching our way towards 10K. So if you're still watching this on YouTube, like this video, comment down below. Give me some assistance, some motion with the algorithm. Slow motion is better than no motion, as the kids say. Yes, I'm Unc now. I'm an old head. And give me your subscription if you've had a modicum of enjoyment while watching me experience this for the first time. Smash that subscribe button. Thank you to my Patreon members who are getting early access, full-length videos, and on particular tiers, you can select movies for me to watch. Recently, I watched Empire of the Sun, Shortcuts, and Wild Things. And yeah, man, those are movies I might not have watched, and I'm thankful for the medium of Patreon to be able to connect with fellow movie lovers in this capacity. Thank you to my Prestige Worldwide members who get early access and full-length reactions. Russian Paul, Owen, Robert M, Thistlefig, Fizz U, Door, Diz, The Kid, Jen B, and DLW. Into my next tier, cinema for enthusiasts who are selecting a movie for me to watch per month. A special shout out to you, Katie S., Eric C., and Maureen S. And last, but certainly not least, my juggernaut tier. Just Paul, me and you, man. I appreciate you. If you want to select 2 movies for me to watch per month, come on in. The water's fine on the juggernaut tier. But that was 1999's Fight Club, a year before Y2K. And for my money, that's a worthwhile endeavor at the theater. And as always, until we meet again.